Proverbs chapter 13. The light of the righteous shines brightly. A wise son listens to his father's correction, but a mocker will not accept any rebuke. A good man derives nourishment from the fruits of his word, but one who is treacherous craves violence. He who guards his mouth makes his life secure, but one who talks excessively ensures his own downfall. The idler craves for food and remains unsatisfied, but the appetite of the diligent is fully sated. The righteous man hates words that are deceitful, but the evildoer slanders and defames. Righteousness stands guard over one who is honest, but sin brings about the ruin of the wicked. One man pretends to be rich, yet has nothing. Another pretends to be poor, yet has great wealth. A wealthy man pays a ransom to save his life. A poor man never has to worry about such threats. The light of the righteous shines brightly, but the lamp of the wicked is extinguished. An ignorant man causes strife by his insolence, but wisdom is found with those who take advice. Wealth hastily acquired will dwindle away, but when amassed little by little, it will increase. Hope deferred sickens the heart, but a desire fulfilled is a tree of life. One who refuses to accept advice is headed for destruction, but he who respects a command will be rewarded. The teaching of the wise is a fountain of life, enabling one to avoid the snares of death. Good sense wins favor, but the way of the faithless leads to their destruction. Every prudent man acts out of knowledge, but a fool proudly parades his folly. An unreliable messenger engenders trouble, but a trustworthy envoy brings healing. Poverty and disgrace befall one who ignores discipline, but one who takes correction is honored. A desire fulfilled is sweet to the soul, while fools regard turning from evil as an abomination. Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but he who mingles with fools will suffer harm. Misfortune afflicts the sinful, but good fortune is the reward of the upright. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, but the wealth of a sinner is stored up for the righteous. The fields of the poor may yield much food, but it is stolen from them through injustice. He who spares the rod hates his son, but one who loves his son will take care to discipline him. The righteous man has enough food to appease his hunger, but the belly of the wicked man is empty. Proverbs chapter 14. Righteousness is a sign of a nation's greatness. Wisdom builds herself a house, but folly tears down hers with her own hands. On whose conduct is upright fears the Lord, but one whose paths are crooked despises him. The words of a fool ensure a rod for his back, but the lips of the wise keep them safe. Where there are no oxen, the barn is empty of grain, but abundant crops come through the strength of an ox. A truthful witness does not lie, but a false witness lies incessantly. In vain does the scoffer seek wisdom, but knowledge comes easily to a man of discernment. Do not remain in the presence of a fool, for you will not gain any wisdom there. The prudent possesses the wisdom to follow the right way, but the folly of fools misleads them. Fools see no need to atone for guilt, but the upright do so and enjoy God's favor. The heart knows its own grief best, and no one else can share its joy. The house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will stand firm. There is a way that seems right to a man, but the end of it leads to death. Even at times of laughter, the heart may be sad, and joy may end in grief. The perverse man suffers the consequences of his ways, while a good man reaps what his deeds deserve. A simple man believes everything he hears, but a prudent man carefully considers every step. A wise man is cautious and turns away from evil, but the fool is reckless and shows no restraint. A quick-tempered man acts foolishly, but a prudent man is long-suffering. The simple are adorned with folly, but the prudent have knowledge of their own crown. Evil men will bow down before the good, and the wicked will do so at the gates of their righteousness. The poor man is disliked even by his neighbor, but one who is wealthy never lacks for friends. Anyone who despises his neighbor is a sinner, but blessed is he who is kind to the poor. Do not those who hatch evil go astray, but those who plan good are loyal and faithful. Diligent labor always yields profit, but idle conversation only leads to poverty. The crown of the wise is in their riches. The garland of fools is their folly. A truthful witness saves lives. Anyone who utters lies is an impostor. He who fears the Lord provides strong security, and in him one's children will find a refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, enabling a man to avoid the snares of death. Many subjects ensure the glory of a king, but if his subjects are few, he is of no importance. A patient man shows good sense, but a quick-tempered man displays the height of folly. A tranquil heart gives life to the body, but envy causes the bones to rot. He who oppresses the poor insults their Creator, but the one who is kind to the needy does him honor. The evildoer is undone by his malice, but the upright finds refuge in his integrity. Wisdom finds a home in an understanding heart, but she is not found in the heart of fools. Righteousness is a sign of a nation's greatness, but sin degrades any people. A king favors a prudent servant, but is angry with a shameful servant. Proverbs chapter 15. The Lord loves anyone whose goal is righteousness. A gentle reply turns away wrath, but a harsh word arouses anger. The tongue of the wise distills knowledge, but the mouth of a fool utters nothing except folly. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping a close watch on the evil and the good. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but an undisciplined tongue crushes the spirit. A fool spurns his father's correction, but whoever heeds admonishment is prudent. In the house of the righteous there is no lack of treasures, but the earnings of the wicked are never secure. The lips of the wise spread knowledge. Such is not true of the heart of a fool. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but he delights in the prayer of the upright. The way of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but he loves anyone whose goal is righteousness. Severe punishment awaits the ones who strays from the right path. Whoever hates a rebuke will die. The netherworld and the abyss lie open to the Lord. How much more is this true of the human heart? A scoffer does not like to be reproved, but he refuses to consult the wise. A glad heart makes the face cheerful, but anguish of the heart breaks one's spirit. The mind of one who is wise seeks further knowledge, but the mouth of a fool feeds on folly. Every day is wretched for those who are sorrowing, but to one who is cheerful, every day is a perpetual feast. It is better to have a little and fear the Lord than to possess immense wealth and suffer anguish. Better a dish of herbs served with love than a fattened ox accompanied by hatred. An ill-tempered man provokes quarrels, but a patient man quiets dissension. The path of the idler is covered with thorns, but the path of the upright is a broad highway. A wise son is a joy to his father, but a foolish son has no respect for his mother. Folly delights the one without sense, but a man of understandings follows a straight path. Plans miscarry when counsel is lacking, but they succeed when there are many counselors. A man joyful when he utters apt answers, and even more satisfying is a word in season. The path of life leads upward for the prudent man, so that he may escape going down to the netherworld. The Lord tears down the proud man's house, but he preserves the widow's boundaries. The Lord abhors the thoughts of the wicked, but he is pleased with the words of the pure. He who is greedy for dishonest gain brings disaster on a house, but he who refuses to accept bribes will have life. The righteous man reflects before answering, but the mouth of the wicked pours out evil. The Lord keeps his distance from the wicked, but he listens to the prayer of the righteous. A kindly glance gives joy to the heart, and good news refreshes the bones. He who accepts saving reproofs has life, and will enjoy the company of the wise. But he who rejects correction despises himself. But whoever accepts admonition will gain understanding. The fear of the Lord provides instruction in wisdom, and to be humble is the way to honor.